I'm Electro Girl and this is my first vlog. Now, everyone else's was so amazing, I wasn't exactly sure what to do for mine to make it a bit different. I thought, as for me, someone's bookshelf is a pretty good judge of character. I tell you books I'm reading because I'm never reading just one book. I'm one of those people that's got like 6 on the go at once. So I'm going to give you an insight into my soul by telling you the books I am reading at the moment. And first things first is I make New Year's resolutions. I normally make about 5 and then they don't last that long. Running every day lasted 6 days. Then not eating chocolate lasted until the end of January. But then the one I'm doing pretty well at, which is quite an easy one, was to read 2 books every month, because since exams started getting really big, I just don't have time to read. So anyway, my New Year's resolution was to read 2 books per month. Now the book I'm reading this month, or for this half of the month, is The Body in the Library, which is by Agatha Christie, who is a famous crime writer, and I'm sure you've heard of her. There's a Doctor Who episode based on her. Really exciting. I'm reading this, Freedom Evolves, which is actually a really interesting book, if a bit hard-going, about whether we have free will and whether it's biological and how it evolved. I'm also reading Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Now, I saw the films ages ago, and when I was younger, I really loved the films, but I always used to get Peter Jackson mixed up with Michael Jackson. I don't anymore. Anyway, I decided it's high time I actually read the books. So I'm on The Two Towers, and I've got this lovely old copy, which is actually from America, and I got it in a charity shop for £4, the entire series, which is exciting. Next book, again, school, is Moral Relativism. Which is just a theory of morality, which basically says it's dependent on your culture. So sort of when in Rome, do as the Romans do, or when in a tribe that eat brains, that sort of thing. It's all very interesting. It's mostly been discounted for the last sort of 100 years. But this guy who is called Stephen Lucas, has come back and is saying that it's now coming back again, which is exciting. And the other book, which I'm permanently basically reading, and it's really heavy, is the entire works of Sherlock Holmes. Now, I read the best of Sherlock Holmes last year when I was on holiday, which is kind of up there on my shelf, just above my finger. So then, after the best of, I decided to buy the entire works of, and I'm currently reading A Study in Scarlet, which is quite fun. So basically, that's my bookshelf. That's who I am, and yeah, I can't wait to get vlogging. Okay, so as this is the first Monday, I should probably explain what I'm planning to do. Every Monday, I'm going to tell you a really interesting fact about the day. Now, Spencer, you mentioned Cluedo in your vlog, and being a naive person, I thought you were talking about the board game, and I got really excited. I was like, yeah, I know Cluedo. There's like the Scarlet and the Miss Peacock and Professor Plum, and which is actually very similar to that Doctor Who episode I was talking about earlier. But yes, I got really excited, and then I realised it was a band, and I felt very musically naive. Anyway, so on the theme of board games, today is actually the 78th anniversary of the day Monopoly was invented, and it was invented by a guy called Charles Darrow. That's your interesting fact.